Yo guys, welcome back to the Touchliner, episode 39. Um, so
We're back. Okay.
we are
We've
back.
got to talk about something that happened. I was having a decent weekend, you know. I thought, what could make this weekend perfect? I thought, finding the love of my life. Nah, I'm not really too bothered about that. Hussein's social media account being permanently deleted. That would be nice, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. And then Manchester United got smashed about Wembley. And that made my weekend. So I'd just like to know what were you thinking, Mr. Naya, Mr. BBC News Naya, Mr. I'm a Celebrity Naya.
I was on BBC News to talk about the game, which was pretty cool. But I did tell a little lie. I did say we if we follow the leadership of people like Varane and Casemiro, I don't see why we can't
No,
win
no,
it.
no, no, no. Rashford and Casemiro.
No, I said Rashford and Fernandes have to
No.
follow Casemiro and Varane. That's what I said.
No, 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 no. I've listened to it. I've edited it.
Man,
I've
I
edited
listened.
the video.
I know what I said. I watched it as well. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
all right,
Who
whatever.
won though? That's the real
Okay,
thing.
now here's the thing. I've been saying in the group. I've been saying since we got drawn, we're losing 3-1. I said it on the podcast every week. We're losing 3-1.
Evidence?
However, yeah, it's on the podcast.
Yeah.
However, what I said on live national TV can't be
He
taken
lied
back.
to his fans.
I lied to the
He lied
country.
he lied to the people that gave him a chance on national TV.
I lied to
That's what
the
he
to
did.
the people of Great Britain, and I told them that we had a chance. But I knew in my
His
head
people.
we did. No, it's your people, but we didn't. We
Yeah.
just didn't have a chance. Let's be real here. Let's be real. City outplayed us, outclassed us. Gundogan scored one amazing goal, and the other one was De Gea blunder.
Yeah, search. Yeah.
It's a place we've been before. Johan, as you know, we know this feeling. It's very familiar, isn't it?
Well, De Gea, yeah. Yeah.
Bro,
And
Golden
Fred
Glove
have-
winner though.
Makes no sense. Yeah, that should go to defenders. I think they should change it now. After De Gea winning it, conceding what, we 7 against Liverpool? Was it 6 against City? And he won
7
the
against
Golden Glove?
Liverpool, 6 against City.
4 against what? Was it
Lost
Brighton?
4-0 to
No?
Brighton.
Or was it yeah, Brighton? Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it is. It should go defenders. It should be the defenders award now, not Golden Glove.
Surely they have to change it a little bit. But look, that's De Gea costing us in a final. But I don't want to put all the blame on him. I think we had chances. I don't think it's fair to say like, oh well, it's all on him. It happened in the 51st minute. Garnacho came on and made a difference. You can't rely on an 18-year-old to save you in a cup final. Rashford didn't do much. Fernandes was trying, but the quality wasn't there. Eriksen was getting bullied and outran. What can you do, man? Honestly,
He didn't even show up. I'm not even going to lie to you. He didn't even show up. I was watching the game thinking you never even got started.
we're not
You
good
had
enough.
like one little spray of like possession, and that was close to the end when City obviously were going to sit back and not press too much. But like, I never saw a point in the game where I was actually like scared for City losing. Like, I just always knew they were going to win, and like watching it, like there's all that outrage about that handball. Like,
Is there?
even when they scored that handball, like I wasn't even stressing. Like, it's just a feeling I had in me, and I'm sure many other people did that City were gonna eventually win or eventually score.
It would have taken a miracle if we actually won that game. That's why I said best case scenario win on pens. But even then, we did keep Haaland quiet. I'll say that. He didn't really have any. He wasn't himself. I think Varane did quite well to man mark him.
To be fair, no. Varane had a stinker that game, and he missed a pretty good chance. One
One
on one.
chance, yeah,
The
one
ball,
chance.
yeah, it was right in front of goal, and he spewed it.
He's
Let's
a
be honest.
defender. What?
What? No, Haaland.
He's a defender. No, you talk about Haaland. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, when the ball came over from, I think it was De Bruyne,
think it was
curling
Miller.
into De Gea's grasp, and he puts a foot out, and he just gets like no contact on it.
I don't know. I think you can see the gulf
Player
in
with Garnacho.
yeah, you can see the gulf in quality. Garnacho needs to be integrated into the first team properly next year. He had an injury that disrupted his progress this year, but next year I'm excited. I'm excited for him, and I want to send a message out to a United player, right? Jadon Sancho, if you are listening, if you're watching this, right, get out of my club right now. Listen, I just finished my Sport Bible shift, okay? I wrote a piece. I'm so happy. They gave me a piece to write about Sancho, and I dissed him. I was like, he's nothing compared to the player that United signed from Dortmund. He's a shadow. United have no reason to keep him. He had little to no impact in the final, and he didn't. Do you know how many 50-50s he ducks out of? I promise you, I go in for more 50-50s, and I don't get paid to play football. This guy, I've seen him, when someone comes in. You're a professional footballer for Man United and you're doing this. I've seen him do that. It drives me up the wall, man. It drives me up the wall.
Oh, you're hard, showing off for the camera.
I've honestly had enough. I've tried to be patient with him, but it's not.
He's washed. He's just not a Premier League player.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
I agree. He's not. Go back to the Bundesliga, brother. Learn Chinese, brother.
No.
What do you think, Johan?
Maybe he doesn't shoot the way that United want to play, which is fine. Because I mean, at Dortmund, he was playing through balls in and kind of like crosses like City do. I think he'll play very well for City. I don't think.
Yeah, but he's been under 3 managers now, and he's been pretty bad.
I understand
right?
that, but none of them play the way that he played at Dortmund.
And I agree that
counter-attack was Solskjaer, Radnick. It was a shit show.
I don't know what Ragnick did.
And then I think under Ten Hag was also kind of semi-pressing and semi-counter.
It is kind of like counter-attack with Ten Hag, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's just in the middle right now because I think in the first 2 games he tried playing his way and he realized he doesn't have the players.
Yeah.
Mainly the goalkeeper.
I do think that like a manager can change a player, like just going to another club and a player can switch.
That's true.
But like, I don't know. I think that Sancho. I mean, he probably could play for a team like I don't know, West Ham or something like that. Like he probably has the ability. You don't think he could play for like a bottom half team?
No, the way they play back foot football.
No, I don't specifically mean. I don't specifically mean like West Ham. I'm referring to West Ham as like a bottom half team, like talent-wise. I don't think his talent is good enough.
No, I genuinely don't think he can stay in England. I don't think he's cut out for the Premier League. And I think this is the issue. This is one of the things, right, that could be a problem with players maybe starting their careers out in Europe. Because physically, there's no other league compared to the Premier League. Yeah. He did come through the City Academy, and you do well at youth level. But at youth level, how many of those players actually make it to the top level? It's very, very small.
It's like 98% make it to professional level. 98 don't make it to professional level. So, and then that 2% varies between semi-pro and professional.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't think he's cut out for the He's 23, so he's not like starlet star boy. You should be playing well at this point, and he's just not. I think it's time to go. Cut your losses. Try and get half of the money we paid for him. Get someone else in, please.
I agree. There's still a rebuild that needs to be done at United. Like you need probably another midfielder, maybe even 2 midfielders, because if McTominay goes, Eriksen looked dreadful in the City game. Looked slow and lethargic. Looked like he's about to die again. Then you have Wan-Bissaka, who does not win that ball so much anymore. He does not win that ball, as that old man once said.
I would say Grealish didn't do much though. I think Grealish. No, but again, like
also,
what?
We know Wan-Bissaka's shortcomings on the ball. He's shit.
Yeah, you can't play.
Really bad.
He's improved. Everyone's saying he's improved. That's nice and well. He's still shit on the ball compared to any other right back.
Pretty dreadful.
We're planning to keep him in Dalot now. Dalot signed his new contract. I think Wan-Bissaka's staying as well.
I'll keep him and sell him next year.
I don't rate them that highly. Like I think Wan-Bissaka's good defensively. Dalot is too inconsistent.
No, I don't like.
Priority right now.
And also the wing backs or fullbacks, or that's so now pivotal to how modern managers set up their teams.
Yeah.
So I think having like Dalot and Wan-Bissaka, I think Wan-Bissaka is better than Dalot, but I still don't rate him that highly. I like think you just need like a revamp. I didn't even know how Ten Hag played when he was at Ajax, but even if you start thinking about playing like three at the back and having more attacking fullbacks, because imagine Wan-Bissaka playing wing back, like trying to dribble the ball down the wing.
You wouldn't put him in back. You put him right centre back.
And you
I
can't.
wouldn't mind.
Aerially, it's not good though. That's the issue if you play him at centre back. A lot needs to be done at United. You can see the difference between us and City though. It's crazy how much we need.
What 7 years into a manager and what 1 year?
Yeah. No, I'm not worried though about Ten Hag. I think top 3 in the trophy is an amazing first season. It's not where we want to be. Let's get that clear. But we're on the road.
You know what I could also say though. You know how some people have been like, "Oh yeah, Newcastle have made it into the position that they are because of how bad like Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool have been this season."
Yeah.
You could easily say the same thing about United,
Yeah, of
and
course.
maybe even about Arsenal. That this year, like, you know, a lot of the top teams that people had in the top 4 just haven't showed up. Like, I think my top 4 was, I had Liverpool and Chelsea in there because I genuinely thought Liverpool would obviously continue good form, and I thought Chelsea would make a push for top 3. But obviously, like that's just not how it's turned out. But
Yeah.
I think you can attribute some of our success and like as in our team's success and to the fact that they've had pretty average seasons, or
Yeah,
even
but
average.
it does take skill to take advantage of these opportunities because so many times clubs fail to take advantage. Tottenham, when Leicester won the league, was one.
Yeah.
Arsenal last season for top 4 was one. It's difficult. People can easily just go, well, you guys only did good because everyone else was crap. Okay, but a lot of teams don't have the quality, don't have the bottle to do it. So
Yeah.
credit is credit, but yeah, I mean, if people want to say that, it's not wrong. I don't think.
Fair enough. I mean, personally, I think next season, I do think Chelsea have a better season than what they had this year. I think obviously I mean, you think so with a preseason with Poch, where he'll be able to get his own signings in. You'd think that they'd be able to start the journey strong in next season. Even if they finish like 7th or something, that's progress. That's better than they did last season. Like they've got to lower the bar now. After you finish 11th, your bar is lowered. You're no longer a top 5 club. What do you say, Johan?
Wasn't it 12th?
No,
I
I don't think so.
Okay, well, it's below 10th. That's all we know. But
Yeah,
sprint, I mean,
that's all that matters. It's below 10.
Your
You have to scroll.
expectations cannot be 7th.
You have to press show more on the Premier League table to find where they are. That's what really matters.
Yeah, they're 12th, below Crystal Palace.
Oh, wow, okay,
Jeez.
cool.
What's happened, man? Fall of grace.
That's I'm excited for next season. I know nothing's happened yet. I'm excited for next season, but to finish off this season, there's still the Champions League final between City and Inter, which if City don't
are gonna
win,
absolutely smash them.
I'm just really happy that I'm not going to be in Manchester on that day.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on a plane. Thank God.
Stop.
And the Conference League final as well. Do you think West Ham can actually win that?
Who are they playing?
Yeah.
I actually can't even remember.
Well, like this is the thing about the Conference League. Who actually
Fiorentina.
Maybe.
No idea.
Yeah. I don't even know.
They've thrown their whole league season in the bin. They finished 14th. They were in the relegation battle at one point.
What do they get for
you
the
get
conference?
Europa League.
Yeah, but like, what do you like? Do you get a payout? Like,
Yeah. You get some prize money. Obviously, nothing compared to the Champions League, but you get some prize money, and you get a European trophy. Like for West Ham, that's probably their biggest ever trophy if they win this.
You know what I find interesting, right?
World
So,
Cup?
Oh yeah, World Cup.
The World Cup. Oh, I find interesting that obviously City have finished, United have finished 3rd, Newcastle have finished 4th. There's a payout of about 124 million, I think, for those places, give or take a couple of million, depending on 3rd and 4th. So obviously, all that money, or a majority of that money, will go into transfers for FFP. who's your dream realistic signing for? I know you're gonna say Mason Mount, but not Mason Mount. Okay.
I hate that signing.
Besides Mason Mount, the best player in the world, who do you think you could sign and like you'd love to? Do you know what I mean?
If you asked me a week ago, I'd say Kane, but that doesn't look realistic in my opinion anymore.
He's not going to Real Madrid.
No,
Okay.
it's not even that. I just don't think Levy, the bum, the ghost-looking MF, right, is gonna sell to us. Really, I don't know who. If I could get one player in, it'd have to be a striker, a number 9. So if you're not Kane, then I'll say. Actually, the Napoli owner said he's not selling Osimhen.
Well, the thing, owners always say that, but if it comes to a point where a player wants to leave, like they have no choice but to either just wait out the contract and keep paying the money. They don't have to play really. Like you're not paid by how many games you play, so he could just sit on the bench, not do anything, and they have to pay his very very high paying contract, or they could move him on.
Yeah,
so
I'd say Kane.
So many teams are linked with Osimhen as well. Like Arsenal, United, and Newcastle.
Chelsea as well. Okay, I'll say Kane. I think if we get Kane in now, I'll generally sit here and be like, yeah, we can win the title next year. It's that big of a transfer if it happens, but I just don't think it's happening anymore.
You don't think so? You don't think so, Johan?
No. I don't
think you can win the league with Kane.
He scored more goals, probably maybe second or top 4 would be much easier.
Bro, but think about it, like Kane, Rashford, and who would you play?
Fine,
Antony?
and then you go
Anthony.
Kane, Rashford, nice, Fernandes, Casemiro, you're like nice, sexy, Martinez, Varane, nice.
But then you
De
get
Gea.
to the fullbacks and De
De
Gea.
Gea.
Yeah.
De Gea.
You need a keeper and a striker. Those are your most important positions.
A
to change.
midfielder as well.
Yeah, in midfield.
But Mason, listen quickly. I just want to talk about this.
Well, obviously, Mason Mount's in.
Mason Mount, he just got asked today at the F1. Oh, yeah, because he's with Ben Chilwell. Like, oh, he said you're coming to United, and he's like, I'm just here to enjoy the F1. Shut up, man.
Shut up.
Didn't deny it.
He didn't
Can
deny
I say
it.
Mason Mount is a virgin. Honestly,
I kind of like him.
I hate him.
I think.
Listen, Mason Mount, if you're watching, I remember that long shot you took against France in the 85th minute of the World Cup semi-finals when you could have passed the ball and done something flipping useful with your life. But no, you decided to shoot from 8 million yards away and somehow it still ended up in the flipping top pins. Yeah, but he scored a penalty earlier on in the game as well.
75% chance of scoring, he missed it. Okay, but it's Mount's fault.
Well, it's not Mount's fault. It's Mount's fault that he skied it into the top corner and wasted a chance.
Southgate's fault.
Just realised we're gonna buy these 2 bottlers. Come on.
I still would rather have put Rashford on than Mason Mount. Because Mason Mount came on before Marcus Rashford.
He gave him 3 minutes, didn't he?
Yeah, that's Southgate, man. That's for me.
But even still, with that team, it's a good enough team to win the tournament easily. Player for player, good enough team.
Especially how bad the international teams are, yeah.
Player for player, like France, we are better than them. Like, you pick a position, I'll tell you that we are better in every position besides left back
and midfield.
You think Theo Hernandez is better than Luke Shaw?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I say France is stacked in midfield.
Actually, yeah, Tchouameni, Camavinga.
Okay, yeah, but they're still very young. Like we don't know how they're gonna pan out. But also, I would have James Maddison like up there. He's very good. You've got experience in. I'm trying to think of our midfield. I nearly said Jordan Henderson for a second.
Well, that's your experience. He's 33?
Yeah. Nah. Experience being a shit player. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, back to Mason Mount. If United sign him, Johan, what do you think about that? Do you think it's a good signing? Do you think we're overpaying? Do you think he's going to be any good?
Depending on the price. It all depends on the price.
If they're saying 60, 50 or 60?
I'll pay 40 for him.
Me too.
40
mil? Yeah, that's fair.
I'm fine with that.
But it's English tax and Chelsea tax, so it's going to be minimum.
1 year contract, they need to sell.
Yeah.
They're not going to. Unfortunately, they need the money.
Yeah,
So they're gonna say, "Well, we want 50 or 60 mil." Everyone's gonna go, "No."
I hope so.
And they want to sign more midfielders anyway. So I don't know what the heck they're doing. They're
Chelsea
doing
have
it.
about 8 million wingers, so they need to offload some of those and get some like get rid of Kovacic or whatever his flipping
Yeah, he's
name
going to
is.
City, isn't he? Kovacic, almost confirmed. And he's
That
gonna
doesn't, I
cook.
don't know why, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, and he probably will be sick there as well. And everyone will be like, "Oh yeah, what a signing that was!" Like, no, it's just like everywhere. Like Chelsea's just such a bad team right now that like all those players look terrible. When in reality, probably 80% of them would do really well in under a different manager or under different owners in different circumstances.
It's true. No, I don't disagree with that.
Those are different owners, not. Yeah.
But yeah, Mason Mount, I think he'd be okay. Moving on.
Depending on the price.
Yeah, depending on the price. I think he's good energy, and I think if Ten Hag has a plan for him, I trust him. I trust him because he hasn't missed with his signings yet, except maybe Weghorst.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
was just
that. I
about to
think that was
say.
a last-minute signing.
Yeah, that was
Like,
like a we need a striker who's available,
who
and
do
it was
you know?
like,
I know, of course.
Chris Wood tax, literally.
did you? Oh yeah,
You make profit on him?
he
Yeah,
did. I can't
How the
believe
fuck?
yeah.
I don't know how United sell. Whoever sells at United are shit at it.
You know what I just realised, by the way? Jesse Lingard is like washing his career away. Like,
Yeah, yeah, he was
He
going
was
to.
released.
what's he doing?
He was
Does he even
released.
care anymore?
He's injured. What do you mean?
I think he's gonna go
I know,
Turkey
but
now.
like,
I think he's going Turkey
he
or
should
China or
he should
something.
have stayed at West Ham. Like, he had the chance to come to Newcastle as well, but they were asking either he or
United.
United
It was
asking
United.
for
But yeah,
ridiculous
the more
amounts
what?
of money for him.
No, United were asking for 10 mil or something. It wasn't ridiculous.
Yeah,
No,
but
for loan.
for a
10
6-month
million
loan.
for a
Yeah,
loan.
I remember
Oh,
that.
they're on the loan. No, I think
Yeah.
Ollie just convinced him to stay.
Yeah, we convinced him
Yeah.
to stay, and he didn't play, so I didn't
He
understand.
didn't play. So he would have got out on loan. It was approved. But then I think no, it was Radnick that said, "No, I want you to stay." We've got because
The
that was the
mastermind
time that
himself.
Mason Greenwood was in prison for a bit. I mean, yeah.
Free him, bro. Free.
He was in
No.
prison.
No.
So he
Keep
needed
him in
players, and
there.
that's why he kept him.
Oh man, yeah, Greenwood is
Open your legs up.
United are gonna do. Apparently, they're gonna make a decision on him whether they want to keep him or not. They're gonna talk
They're not
to
gonna keep
members at the board. They're gonna talk to the women's team, and I think after talking to the women's team, they can't keep him. Like no one wants him there. I just think he will go. I think Italian teams are
Italy.
interested. Yeah, literally, Italian
Yeah.
teams are interested. Imagine my shock. But Italian teams are
Yeah.
interested. Turkish teams.
Oh, the corrupt league wants the rapist.
where
player.
everyone's racist. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Good luck, Mason. Have fun there.
Oh,
Probably
all
bang
right.
a billion goals anyway.
But
Huh?
what you say?
He'll bang in a billion goals, and then people say,
Yeah.
"No, he should play for England."
No.
100% will happen.
He'll
Can't
never
do it.
get called up. He'll never get called up for an international
No,
game
No,
again.
no,
no
Gareth
chance.
Southgate, he might. 'Cause it's
No,
Gareth
literally.
Southgate.
Well, Southgate's over at the Euros. Like his last tournament is the Euros.
You think?
By contract, like it finishes at the
I don't know,
Euros.
but
I
I
do not.
think they're gonna extend it.
don't
You
thi-
know.
No, I don't think they renew. They'll give it to Eddie Howe, or someone.
Ooh.
They
Mourinho.
will. They'll offer it to Eddie Howe, or they could genuinely offer it to someone like Mourinho.
Probably
Um,
Mourinho, I would say.
Mourinho
Or
will win
Ancelotti.
England something.
Ancelotti
He's
could go for himself.
the thing is, they want an English manager. They don't want a non-English manager as to hold anymore.
yeah, but if you're talking about like foreign managers that know the English game, I don't think anyone knows it better than Mourinho. And I think he would
Pep.
win something. No, but Pep doesn't play the English way. If you know what I mean. Like Mourinho
Yeah, but
has
think
like
about how many English players are in. How many of our English team are in that starting lineup for City?
one,
Got
two, three.
Kyle Walker, Grealish, Calvin Phillips.
There's only three. Like Mourinho in his Chelsea team had Cole, Terry, Lampard.
Ake as well.
Who?
He does. Yeah, but Ake, he's English.
No, he's not.
No,
He's
he's not.
Dutch.
He's Dutch.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Born on his, yeah.
am I getting mixed up with somebody else?
Probably.
Who?
I don't know who you're thinking about.
That's all right. Continue.
You took
I'll
John
figure this out.
Stones.
No. Oh, it's Stones as well.
Yeah.
Oh, No, it doesn't matter. I don't know who I was thinking of.
Yeah, but we'll see. England have got a chance now, and they have to rely on Harry Kane if they do that. But Harry Kane this summer, where's he going, guys? These are the two in the know journalists. We got
Phil Foden. So that's 5.
Foden doesn't start. I'm not
He's in
gonna.
the starting
He
lineup.
doesn't
Okay,
start. No.
okay, but Calvin Phillips doesn't start. I still mentioned his name.
Okay,
so
but what I mean
Foden,
is,
Grealish, Calvin Phillips, John Stones, and who was the other one that I said? There was one more.
You said
Kyle
okay.
Walker. Kyle Walker.
yeah, but what I mean is like Guardiola could not go into the England team and be like, all right, everyone play my way. This is what I think I said this to you or someone else. Guardiola's a club manager. For him to instill his style of football, he has to drill you every day. He has to be there on the training ground, being like, you stand in this square. If you move, I will kill you. You don't have that luxury as an international manager. You see them once every month or 2 months, and you have to try to somehow get some chemistry going. Usually that's with other activities. If everyone gets along, they will play well. And I don't think Guardiola can do that. I think Mourinho can. It's not hard to play a style of football. Sit back, put them on the break.
My dead nan could play Mourinho style of football.
Which I think
So-
suits England more.
You gotta respect.
Yeah, it does. It does. You are right in saying that. It does.
Especially with the
Like
centre-backs.
playing a type of football that's not tactically like super complex suits us down to the ground. Honestly,
Yeah, I think.
because even in the Premier League, we're not playing like super tactical football. It's a just very physical game. Very back. A lot of games are very back and forth on the break. You know, it's more of a physical battle than a tactical battle. So it'd be better to bring in someone like Mourinho who would take advantage of some of the players that we have.
For sure. No, I think that would work out. But guys, you need to tell me, as the in the know journalist, where's Kane going? I know you guys are in contact with his agents.
Yeah,
Where's he
yeah,
going?
yeah.
Where's he going? Where's he going?
Me and Kane keep up all the time. You know.
staying.
He's staying. All right.
Yeah, he talks like this sometimes.
Yes. But the list.
Will he's 100% staying in England, and there is no doubt in my mind that he will stay in England. And clip this if you want to, not even for the social clip. If you just want to keep receipts, you can. But he's staying in England,
At Tottenham,
2,000,000%. He either stays at Tottenham or goes to City.
He's going to stay at City.
Man United, sorry.
No, he's staying at Tottenham.
I think he
He
stays.
can stay at Tottenham. Stay at Tottenham is cool. I'm literally, if Harry Kane stays at Tottenham, I'm rooting for him. I want Tottenham to do well. I want him to get top 4. I want him to go into play in the Champions League. Title charge. I don't care. I want them to do well because I'd rather see a player stay at his club, like his lifelong club, and finally win a trophy, than go to like Real Madrid where he's gonna play in a bummy league and win the Liga and then make Champions League every year. Like it's just sort of like I don't get it. And also he wants the top scorer over Shearer, so he's not going
And
to
you
throw
want
that
him to
away.
stay in England.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Records are supposed to be broken.
It's up to him. How badly does he want to leave this summer? Because I think if he really wants to leave, he can go to Real Madrid. But how badly does he want that goal record? Does he want to stay? Like, if he really, really, really wants that goal record, then he has to stay 1 year and risk, I don't know,
Not
hoping...
even 1 year, bro. 2 years until
No,
he
the
breaks out.
contract's 1 year. So if he runs his
No,
contract
like-
down, he'll have to...
He can extend. He could extend if he had. Like he's not going to break the record in one more season.
No, I know that, but like what I mean is he has to wait until the end of the season and then hope that there are clubs that are going to take him. So he has to hope that United will still need a striker, or maybe Haaland will leave in that summer and City will want him. Like, it's just a lot of chances. He knows right now if he wants to go to a Premier League club, there are people waiting. Like Chelsea will take him, we will take him, but Levy's not going to let him go. So,
Oh, do you think? I mean, I know they signed Darwin Núñez, but what do you think about Liverpool taking him, or Arsenal?
they ain't got
More
the money. Arsenal, no
Arsenal don't have-
chance.
Arsenal
No.
don't have money to drop
It's his
100
boyhood
million.
club.
It is his boyhood club, but if he does a Sol Campbell, the
listen,
thing is, it'd be
Sol Campbell did it.
crazy.
Van Persie did it when it go into rivals.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's different. Van
Sol
Persie.
Campbell wasn't the
No,
best
Van
player in the
Persie
world.
won-
Or in the
Van Persie wanted trophies. That's why he went to United.
yeah.
And Harry Kane wants trophies as well.
No, he doesn't.
Does he? That's the thing. Does he, or does he
He
just want
said-
the record?
He does. He wants
No, he
both.
doesn't.
If he
If
he
you
wants
wanted
both.
trophies, you would have gone City last season.
But do you know why it's so like? Because obviously he's been at Tottenham. He's been at Tottenham, been in and out of like title charges, top four charges, Champions League
He's been in
spots,
one title charge.
nearly winning the Champions League. Like that to him has been an accumulation of all his hard work over the years, all that training with his one club that he stayed at. He like his whole life is built around playing for Tottenham. Like I know you'd think that that is standard for a football player, but like he doesn't move around like other players do. Like his all his friends will be locally where he lives. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to then move to like Madrid and have no connections, have no. Do you know what I mean? That would just be ridiculous. Like and completely start new. That doesn't make any
Isn't that what
sense.
Casemiro did?
And Casemiro did it. But the thing is,
Yeah, but
Casemiro's a
Casemiro's done
winner.
it.
Casemiro's a
He's done it
winner.
already.
Yeah, he's a.
Yeah.
No, but
he-
I'm saying, but any foreign player coming outside of England has to do the same thing.
Yeah. When it comes to like connections and stuff, but I'm talking about a guy who's worked so hard to get a team who's never won anything, finally to get that trophy or get
And
that
he's
like.
failed.
I
Champions
just
League.
don't think it's gonna
No,
happen.
And
he's
he
not
wanted to
failed
leave.
yet. He's not failed
I-
yet.
And he wanted to leave.
He tried to
Lucky-
leave once.
Bro,
He put a
yeah, and
transfer
that's
request
fair
in,
enough. That's
the
fair
weakest
enough.
transfer request I've ever seen. He probably went to the man. He's like, Gaffer, can I leave? I
No,
want
but
to leave."
also he skipped training. He wasn't going to training specifically
Ooh.
because he wanted to leave
What,
the
2
club,
days?
and then
And then he went back to training.
it was a
On
week
4
actually.
Ooh.
I just don't think Kane is a winner. It looks like he's just gonna stay at Tottenham, which fine. Like there's nothing wrong with staying at your boyhood club, but he's just gonna go down. Shearer won a Premier League title. Kane will go down as the guy that scored a bunch of goals.
Okay, here's
for
the
a
thing. Here's the
crap
thing.
team.
If Shearer had never won that Premier League, right, and then he still came to Newcastle, do you think he would have left Newcastle to go win a Premier League, or do you think he would have just stayed?
No, he won't. He wouldn't.
Exactly.
But Shearer
This
is
is
a
what I'm saying.
Newcastle fan, Newcastle through and through. Kane's an Arsenal fan. He just joined
Okay, but-
Tottenham's academy.
Yeah, but he's both teams are in London. It's more than a one club city.
I don't know, man. Look, in a team sport, I think the most important thing for a player should be to win trophies, team trophies, because you're not playing tennis, you're not swimming, right? It doesn't matter about what you get for yourself. This is my opinion, right? I think if you can get the team trophies and then the individual ones on top, that's amazing. But if you're sat there just getting, oh yeah, top goal scorer, but you have no trophies and no medals, it's kind of crap. I think.
Maybe it's crap for like to I don't know. Like I don't think he looks back on his career. I don't think you can look at Harry Kane's career and call it a failure
No,
because
but why do you
he's
play football?
to win
Okay,
To
thank you.
as a striker to score goals.
No, to win. You said it right. It's to win. And he
Yeah.
hasn't won anything.
He's not
You
won
probably
any trophies.
individual stuff, but you want to win trophies.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying, but like to say his career is a failure because he's not
I'm gonna say
won
it's a
any
failure.
trophies.
No, it's not a failure.
Because- But some people would say that. Obviously, Arsenal fans would say that.
They wouldn't
that
hire
he's-
him as wouldn't have him as high regard. He might break Shearer's record, but if he has no trophies, people would say Shearer.
Okay,
still better.
well, who's the better striker? Like, who would you have? Who would you rather have in your team, Kane or Shearer?
Right now. And they're prime.
What, Shearer
Yeah,
at
yeah.
55 years old?
Yeah, right
I never saw Shearer play, so I can't say.
I've only seen highlights. You know what?
But also Shearer's a number 9 through and through. Kane
Ye-
drops deep.
Yeah, but they're still strikers. Like, we need to get
know,
over
but-
this thing of.
You know what?
Like-
No,
Kane plays
comparing
differently than
striker.
another striker. He drops
No,
deep.
you're right. But who would you rather have? Is what I'm asking. I'm not asking like, who would this manager or this manager rather have?
Shearer.
Who-
Shearer. I'd go Shearer.
'Cause he's banging them. 'Cause
Really?
He'll always be there when you want him.
Yeah.
Kane might be on the edge of the box when you're like, no, I want you.
Shearer is he's a very good player. Like if you even his highlights, like I know it's just highlights, but the
even
range
on
of goals.
Even on projection, right? Obviously, Kane is projected to break. On a bad season, he's scoring 30 plus goals. This is a bad season. Kane.
For
team's
Tottenham,
bad.
for him,
For him, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's not
he's only, what,
amazing.
He's
yeah,
it-
30 league
For him,
goals
it's
is really
amazing.
good. I think it's his
It's
best.
good,
Gold-
but
if
it's good,
Haaland
but
wasn't here, he'd be goal
like you
winner.
said, it's not about what the individual does; it's about the team.
Yeah, I think a player should be thinking, all right, 30 goals is amazing, but would you trade that in for 20 goals and a league title or a cup? I think you should.
He'd 100%. He'd 100%.
You have to, but I don't know, man. I just hope he doesn't waste his career away because it's such a shame. It's such a shame. I
To be
think,
fair, it is his highest scoring season ever, matched with
yeah,
2018.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
there's 5 players that scored 30+ goals in the Premier League season, and he's done it twice. He's the only one
Mm,
to do it
Ronaldo
twice.
did it
Yeah,
once. Salah
he's
did
got
it.
Salah did it
Haaland.
once. Haaland's done it,
Yeah.
and I think Shearer.
No, I don't think Shearer ever did.
No, that might have been
Andy
in a
Cole.
42 game season.
I think
Not
Andy
fo-
Cole.
Not 42. Yeah, 42.
Andy Cole, yeah.
Let's
But
have
yeah.
a look. Maybe it was Andy Cole.
So ideally, right, if you were Harry Kane, where are you going this summer?
United.
I'd
Like,
go,
if I can choose, I'd
I'd
pick
go
United.
United as well. It makes
They've got a
if he was
project
to
set
go.
up. Like Ten Hag has obviously got an idea of how he wants to play.
yeah.
But does Kane suit? Like, I mean, I know he
Yeah.
does. Like, he scored that counter-attack goal against Newcastle. Is
We don't play counter
if
attack
he's you just said earlier that you played counter-attack football.
right now. Yes, because we have to.
Against
I mean,
yeah, again
Yeah,
I'd,
but
I'd
who-
say
Look.
against City, against bigger sides we have to because we haven't got the quality to actually control the game yet.
Yet.
So we do against bigger
I
teams.
think if a perfect transfer window, then yeah, he suits her. The way Ten Hag wants to play.
I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of highlights of United this season. Even when I've watched them, though, a lot of their goals are on the break.
Yeah.
When you win the ball deep in their half, high pressing is gonna happen.
Deep-
Liverpool
yeah.
won the league like that.
I think it's not counter attack because we're not like everyone retreat. It's not that
Sit back.
we're pressing them in that second third. We're trying to win it there and then hit them. So I like that style of football. Obviously I'm biased, but it's just more exciting than
Yeah, I prefer that type of football as well. I love high press football.
It's
I think
exciting.
more
It's
entertaining.
here on
Yeah.
the break, and it's like FIFA. That's what I like. But
Yeah,
I think Kane would suit that because he did that in his prime at I mean, he's still in his prime at Tottenham. Him and Son. Remember how good they were just a year or two ago. That's what they did. So I think
not even Kane getting worse. Just Son not performing the way he used to be.
Yeah, exactly. It's hit Spurs, but hopefully Kane makes the right decision. Benzema, another striker. Saudi Arabia. You were going a
Second.
bit mad in the group about that. What do you have to say about that?
I just don't know why you'd go Saudi. Like, I know they've got a project that they want
100
Saudi.
mil.
Yeah, I know. Like, he's already earning a lot though in Spain, right? I don't know how much it is, but he's earning a lot of euros in Spain, surely.
Yeah, but nowhere near 100. Like,
And he's going to compete for the Champions League next year, like, and the year after, if he
I mean,
stays
he won
at
it
Real
5
Madrid.
times.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think he has
And I
anything else to
understand.
prove in Europe. So
Yeah,
would go
I
Saudi
understand
for
if
him.
you've won that much and then you're like, sort of like, okay, I'm just gonna take my retirement now. But I think like, why kind of? It's not ruining your legacy because I think now that we've seen Ronaldo go to Al Nassr and sort of ruin his legacy with how it ended at United and how he went to Saudi, now there's a bit of a stigma about going to Saudi Arabia or China or places like that where you kind of let your career die. But like. I would just think if you've been in Madrid for so long and you've like obviously won so many Champions League, so many titles, so many things there, that you would want to finish at that club as a legend instead of tarnishing it and going to play with like Mohammed from Silicon Oasis, you know.
Yeah, but remember he's 34. He also has a family now, so he's probably thinking of maybe my family wants to grow up in Saudi because he is Muslim.
Is he?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he might want to show his family or his children
Mm,
there.
yeah, good point. That's a good point.
So I
didn't
think he's
even think
thinking more
about
about family, and 100 mil will probably be his next 3 generations are set for life. So,
that. Yeah,
and he has
yeah.
nothing else to prove in Europe. If I was him, I'd take the money.
Yeah, I didn't even think about religiously. That would make a lot of sense.
No,
Yeah.
just his family.
Yeah, no, it's fair. They take care of you in Saudi. They treat him like a king, and I think that it makes sense for him individually. But now for Real Madrid, where do they go? Now they haven't really got a number 9.
Kane. It's not happening.
No,
heard it here first.
I'm not. It doesn't have
I'm
to
on
be
the phone
Kane.
with him all the time.
Who else is available?
Havertz.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Joselu?
Josette. I don't even know where he is, I think he might be dead. Havertz,
Shout.
genuinely, Ancelotti rates him so highly that he wants to make him Real Madrid's new number 9. How
And you know what the
crazy
thing
is
is?
that?
You know what the thing is? He will be good. He
No,
will
he
be
You
good.
actually think he'll be good?
Yeah.
No,
Bro,
he
I
won't.
see sparks of him in that Real Madrid game, actually, when they played Chelsea. I was like, you can be so good. Like, you have the potential,
If you
all the
can
abilities
finish.
there. If he played in a different role,
But he's not a
sort
striker, so why would they sign him?
bro, listen, we've talked about before how players under certain managers go to other managers and flourish. Like, this could genuinely be one of those moments.
I
And
think
it's all it could be is a position change. All it could be.
I think he'll be
You've seen it.
better. He'll be
You've seen it
better,
with Joe Linton.
but is he gonna be world class? I don't know. Like, how old is he? I think he's 23, 24.
He's young, man. He's got time.
He has got time, but
And Real Madrid are making that team for the future. Like, they're not. This is why they're not going to sign Kane, because Kane only has 1 or 2 good seasons left in him. Like, and it just doesn't make any sense that he'd go to Spain for 2 years. Like,
we'll see. There's that. I
they'd have
mean,
to pay him big money as well to drop everything and go to
yeah.
Spain,
I think
wage-wise.
Havertz, I think, makes sense because I think Pochettino's revolutionizing that whole Chelsea side. So if he leaves, fine. I don't know how he will do, but fair enough. So I think Real Madrid will always sort themselves out. Or, you know what? They'll find some 16-year-old Brazilian. I think they're getting one anyway this year. Like they did with Vinicius. And
Find a
then,
Brazilian and they'll
and
turn
everyone's
out
like,
to be
who
a
is
wonderful
that?
kid.
Bro, they did it with Vinny. They did it with Rodrigo a little bit. And
They were supposed to do it with Neymar.
That
that's true.
not
It was
Bayern,
like
that
they
Real
were signing
Madrid
it, but they hijacked it and bought, I think, something for his dad.
Yeah, Barca hijacked Neymar. Hopefully Neymar stays away from United, by the way. I don't want him anywhere near my
keep
club.
away from the Premier League, man. I don't
Can you
want
imagine
him.
him rolling around on the floor every 3 seconds? I couldn't do it.
Bro, you literally watch that with Bruno Fernandes every single
I don't
game.
know. I don't know what you see. In the FA Cup he didn't go down once. I don't know what you see. He didn't go down.
He didn't go down because he barely fucking touched the ball. You had like 60. You had 40% possession.
Yes, but there were chances where he could have gone down on the break, but he didn't. Like Casemiro went down more.
You know what's crazy? The idea that you're saying, well, he could have gone down. He usually goes down, but this time he didn't.
I didn't say he usually goes down. I just said he could have. I don't think he
Does he
dives.
usually go-
I don't
does he
think
usually
he
go-
dives that much. I think he moans a lot. I think he whines a lot. I think
Oh,
he's annoying.
there's
I just
Bruno,
don't think.
there's Bruno Fernandes dive compilations
No,
all over.
Rashford dives more than him. I don't think Bruno dives that much.
I have no idea where you've got this from. We've literally talked about this so many times before, and now you're saying, "Oh no, he doesn't dive. He
Yeah,
doesn't
you
really
have.
dive."
You talk about him
Yeah,
diving.
I
I agree
thought
with your
he does.
moaning. I've never agreed with your diving. Like I don't.
This
Man,
is
I
cap.
watch the team every week. I'm in the stadium most of the time, and he doesn't dive. I just think sometimes I'm like, why are you whining? Just get up. Or like sometimes he'll just be lying on the floor waiting for a free kick, and then that's it. He'll just get up and he'll run around. But like,
You do realize that pretending to be injured is the same thing as diving. Like you're just doing the after
it's
part
not.
of diving, which is pretending to be
no,
hurt.
because he might actually be hurt. Like I don't know. Like with
You might have
Anthony.
got chipped every single time, but that's the part of diving. You pretend that you're hurt,
Players,
or you pretend.
the
to
thing
be
is,
tricked.
it's not like he's the only player in the league that does it. So many players do it. Now you don't
No,
like.
you're right.
Okay, now you
You're
don't
right.
like Bruno for that. Why do you dislike Grealish? You told me a year ago that you hated him, and I asked you
Really bad.
I asked
For
you
England,
yesterday.
for England, yeah, I don't
I
like him
asked
for
you
England
yesterday why don't you dislike Grealish if he dives?
because I want Man United, I want Man City to win the treble.
Okay,
So I've
okay,
picked
well,
up on it.
no, but okay, you can want to be right, but why does that make you not dislike Grealish? Because
Grealish dives, but a lot of the time, Grealish is very good at bringing contact towards him and then
Diving.
getting knocked over.
I
No,
know,
a lot. If you actually watch Grealish, he gets into
Dive.
contact.
I
Like
know he
even when he
dives
was at
already.
Villa, people would smash into him, and he just know how to.
Fall
Like
and dive. Yes.
no, he know how to shield himself and then get knocked over.
Yes.
Loads of players
dive.
do that.
that's
Bruno Guimaraes.
Bruno
Bruno
Fernandes
Guimaraes.
does that, and you call it
No, no, no.
diving. Oh my
No.
gosh.
No. Listen. Stop talking over me, because how am I going to get my point across? Okay.
It's a shit point.
Bruno Fernandes will run past the player, see that a foot has been gone out, and then fall over without him
No,
touching
he
it.
won't.
Jack Grealish will have someone run into him. He'll jump in front of them, even though there's
And
no reason to
that's
jump in front of them,
diving. You're
and then
explaining
get
what
knocked.
diving is.
And then get knocked over. There's a
Okay.
difference between getting knocked
He
over
sees him
and then
coming. He jumps
and
into
falling
them,
over nothing.
falls over.
Okay, Ben. In the FA Cup final, Aaron Wan-Bissaka got a yellow
Yes,
card.
it
Do you
was,
see?
it was a terrible dive. It was a terrible dive.
Yes. He was on the floor. He was like crying. Okay, not crying, but on the floor.
Yeah,
I've not
saw
seen Bruno do that any time recently. I've seen him whine every week.
You literally have your lying voice on right now. You literally have your lying voice on.
I genuinely cannot remember the last time he dived. I remember him moaning too much. I remember him
time.
complaining.
Short-term memory loss. That's what you've got.
This guy, he got
Go
no.
ahead, go ahead.
This is so
No.
baseless. It's so baseless.
Are you telling me that you don't see Bruno dive? Is that what are you agreeing with Josh that he doesn't dive?
No, he dives, but he doesn't dive as much as you think. I can name you like 5 to 10 players that dive more than him.
You could not name 10 players that dive more than Bruno Fernandes.
Man
I said
five.
5. I said 5 to 10.
And he went 10.
Okay, so say 5. Say 5.
Okay, I can say 5. All right, are you ready
I
for
can
this?
say 5.
Are you
I
ready?
can say 5.
Okay, Grealish, Wilfred Zaha.
No, I would say maybe Zaha.
Wait, you used to say you wouldn't for Grealish.
I wouldn't for Grealish because I think
God.
no, but you have to understand. I think listen. I think there's a difference between moving your body into contact and then jumping over an imaginary leg that's not there and falling over. There's a difference between those
Yeah,
two.
okay.
They're
Bruno,
both diving.
that it's.
Okay,
what is this
Jo-
thing? Like,
okay, wait.
oh, whatever.
Yo-
Okay.
Johan, do you think that if Bruno Fernandes is running through, we'll put them in the same situation. Jack
They're
Grealish and Bruno
both
Fernandes are
diving.
both running
We're
through with the
explaining
ball.
diving.
No,
What we're
it's
trying to say is
different.
Grealish is
It's different. It's different.
different 'cause
It's
it's
so
two-
obviously
it's two
different.
examples of the same thing. It's diving.
I do not think that putting yourself in, like for example, shielding the ball and then getting knocked over because you're not strong enough to keep the ball up,
This is what
and a referee gives that, it's not a dive.
Bruno does it all the time. He does it. I see him do it all the time. He'll back up into someone with the ball, and they will just nudge him, and he'll get a free kick. I see
What
it
happened
every
to that
week.
clip that I sent you when Bruno Fernandes from a corner ran into the box and then fell over nothing? I sent it to the group literally last week, so you should remember it because it's recent in your
Which-
memory.
Which game was it?
I don't know, but it was the last Bruno. It was the last thing I sent you about Bruno. He was running. It was obviously a set piece. He's running into the box. His hands, the defender's hand is out, and Bruno, his feet go before the hand even touches his chest, and he goes down to the floor trying to get a penalty.
You see there, he's smart because he sees the hand coming, so he's trying to initiate contact.
It's no contact.
No. He's trying to initiate
There's no
contact, Ben.
contact.
It's different, Ben. It's different. He's trying to initiate contact there.
It's
right? He sees
literally-
it coming,
Yeah,
and
but he's literally
It's
just
not-
got you. Yeah, he has.
No, he hasn't.
He's using your
there's
point.
no contact.
He's using your point against you. No, because he's anticipating the contact. He's using your point against you.
Grealish takes the contact and goes down.
Yeah, like he did in the
Bruno
FA Cup
just-
final. He got Wan-Bissaka a yellow card from no contact.
You're not deep in what I'm saying. I'm saying, listen, Grealish dives. I'm not saying he doesn't dive. I'm just saying
you were saying
that
that.
Grealish doesn't do the specific faking of falling over
Oh,
imaginary legs
man.
that Bruno Fernandes does.
Okay,
I think Bruno Fernandes does that
That's what
more.
we're
Yeah,
saying.
but no,
You're
but
saying the
Grealish
dive-
just did it yesterday. He did.
You were
the-
saying
the
know.
You were
thing.
saying he wasn't diving.
I know. I literally watched the game. I know. I saw it.
So what's the
I saw-
difference?
I saw
Grealish.
exactly
I
what you-
think Grealish is the worst diver in the league. Why do you change it? It's just because you don't like Bruno. Just prove that you have an agenda against Fernandes. We can move on.
I don't like Fernandes, but I also don't
Thank
like
you,
Grealish.
Ron.
There's no reason for me to
Yeah,
defend
okay.
Grealish.
Just
It's
say
because
you
you hate.
don't like-
Just say it's because you don't like him. 'Cause-
I'm not saying this because bro, you should hear me when I watch Newcastle games. I go so into Bruno Guimaraes for his diving because he dives and then jumps on the ball and hugs the ball every single time. He's been carded twice for simulation this season. I'm pretty sure that's more than Bruno Fernandes has been carded. Am I right or am I wrong?
Your
yes,
point.
he hasn't been booked for simulation this season that I can remember.
He's not been booked for simulation, right? But this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't like diving between anybody. But when I see Bruno diving over nothing, but then you have players like my Bruno G, who takes contact.
Oh, you
But-
can't say he takes contact. He's diving. You just admitted it. Really? Why are you saying it's different now? Move on.
I don't
He's
understand.
diving.
I don't understand how you guys
Oh,
think that's the same thing. I really don't understand how you guys think it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Those are simulations.
Yeah, we're just not gonna come to a conclusion on this. But anyway, bottom line is Grealish dives, Fernandes dives. I think Grealish does it more. Ben thinks Fernandes does it more. Johan agrees with me. There, okay. Also,
Who complains to the ref more?
Bruno.
Who?
Bruno, I think complains to the ref more than any player in the league.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what he does though. Like I wouldn't have it any other way. That's fine. He's our rat.
But
like,
there's so many ratty players that do stuff like that. Like I hate Anthony Gordon. He's such a little wine merchant.
I think every team needs a whiny player. Like Roy Keane did it when he was captain at United. He'd always be in the ref's face, like always. Every good team needs, pardon my language, a shithouse. You need someone there to just always.
That's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's not shit.
Every time something.
It is
A shit house is like a shit house is like
shithousery.
it's like when like Jacob Murphy was waving off that player who got red carded. That Southampton player.
That's different. Yeah, but what I mean is every time something happens, you're in the ref's face. You're like, hey, what's going on? Why wasn't that a card?
You know every player does that. Like in the Premier League, every single player.
Okay, so then
does
why
that.
do you target? So if everyone does it, why does Bruno get targeted?
Because Bruno does it so much more. You just said Bruno does it so much more.
I'm asking you. So everyone does it, right? Bruno does it a lot more.
There's a reason why he's the most hated player in the Premier League. Easily the most hated player. But it's not even a question. And I can't believe that you think Pickford is more hated than Bruno Fernandes. Because he's simply your player.
No, I just thought that people hated Pickford more. But I was wrong, which is fine. Like, I don't care if people hate us. Like, it's nice. It's good to be hated because it means he's...
Do you know why I think they hate him? Because he's actually good.
He is good. Like, even... You can't say he's crap.
If he was first level, not moaning, people would laugh at him.
No one's going to deny... No, well, at least I don't see people saying he's bad.
Yeah, I don't think... You can't say he's bad. He's annoying. He's whiny. He's a nuisance.
Good,
yeah, but he's our guy. You know, I love that guy
he's
so
whiny,
much.
shitbag, and he can score goals.
I'd say. Oh, by the way, Bernardo Silva's a whiny little shitbag too. I just want to say that. Like he's up there.
He's literally just the Bruno of Man City.
Yeah,
like,
but he doesn't get any attention.
They're both short. They're both skinny.
And they're best mates. You know. Imagine my shock.
Rodri annoys me more on that team than.
Rodri, yeah, you know what? Fernandinho taught him the tactical foul.
I'm really surprised you tried. I'm surprised you tried to tell me that Kevin De Bruyne was whinier than Bruno. I think it was 2 weeks ago.
You know what it was? No, Charlie and I did it with you. I think on Fall Guys. It's because before City were who they are now, he used to be really whiny. But because City are really good, the whining's calmed down because there's less to whine about.
Or he's just grown up. Like.
I mean, he's 32.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. It might be. He might be, but yeah, I just remember him being really.
He still plays in like big games, like Champions League that haven't gone his way, like Real Madrid last season, and then the season before that when they didn't win, they got knocked out early.
Yeah.
Like this, but yeah.
Maybe, but yeah.
Bottom line is diving. Should it be? Honestly, the thing is, I think there should be a system in place to say that VAR should be able to communicate with the ref and say that's not a foul card in simulation.
100%.
They should, but the thing is, they don't want it to be so VAR reliant. That's why. But the refs aren't good enough for that.
Okay, Johan. What I wanted to say, right? So a while ago, I made a point in our group chat, and Johan disagreed with it. Said that refereeing and the VAR system check in rugby wasn't. Or I said it was good enough to be implemented into football, and you didn't seem to agree.
No.
Why not? You don't think that in rugby there's a much more accurate and down to the line way of refereeing. I have no idea how you come to that conclusion.
Why? In rugby there's a rule. There's the new head contact rules, right?
Yeah, sure.
There's so many more yellow cards or red cards for minimal contact, and some referees will give a yellow for it, some will give a red.
No, but
there's still inconsistencies in the thing. I think the reason you think it's good is because we've grown up with rugby with having a video assistant referee the whole time.
Yeah.
basically.
No,
I
but
think
you
that's
know
what
what
you think is better.
you know
I
what
don't
that
think they
does.
still had many bad calls.
That's to do with the player's health. That's to do with head
No,
contact, and they're
no, but
focusing down
it
on
could be
that
a
more.
minimal contact, and players can. I mean, did you watch the Australia South Africa game?
The most recent one,
The when Faf de Klerk got yellow carded for
I
touching that.
saw. I saw a highlight of it.
That was simulation,
Yeah,
and the video and they looked at the video and saw it, and the saw a guy literally go down like Neymar in rugby, and they still give a yellow card.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's because
They
there's no
still get it
rules.
wrong.
There's no rules for simulation in
No, no,
rugby
but they
because
can
it
see
never
that. No,
happens.
no, no, they can. They've seen it, man. In the World Cup in 2015, what was he? Scottish fullback. I forgot his name.
Hog.
Hogg. Stuart Hogg playing
Genie.
South Africa. And he was kicked the ball, and someone wanted to charge down. He went down like he got hit after someone tried to charge him down, and then Nigel Owens,
But
the referee, saw it and
yeah,
said, "This isn't football. I saw that. Don't
yeah,
put it on." So they can see when someone's
yeah.
faking it.
You're
And
right.
you can
Yeah,
see that, and they still
but the
got it
thing
wrong.
is, one thing you have
No,
to
it's
think
just
about is no. Listen, it's the consistency in football to which they get so
I
many
understand that,
things wrong.
but
But
even
in
in rugby,
rugby,
it's inconsistent.
no, in rugby it's like
Yes, it
once every.
is.
It's like once every
No,
two
it's
years, Johan.
inconsistent. No, it's
I
still
genuinely don't
inconsistent.
watch ever.
Balls
I
are still
never watch a
inconsistent.
rugby game. I never watch a rugby game and think, "Wow, the referee's made a stinker there." It literally, it's only happened once, and
I can count too many times where it's happened.
you know what that one time was? It was when Owen Farrell did that shoulder charge against the South African player,
Yeah.
and he gave a penalty for us, and it won us the game.
No, he didn't give it. No, no, it was supposed to be.
Not a penalty,
You went,
or a
you
drop
went, you
kick.
went, you went. It was a knock on or something, and you won the scrum to kick it out, and we wanted a penalty, but it was disallowed because you were ahead, I think, by 1 point or 2 points.
Well, what they wanted to happen, they wanted a foul because he didn't wrap his arms.
Yeah, it was basically a shoulder hit. Yes.
It
Okay.
was 100% a shoulder charge. But the
No,
thing
but
is,
it's
in
happened a lot.
rugby, but you have to say a consistent basis in rugby, they get way more decisions right in rugby than they do in football, and it goes down to it goes down to the millimeter. Even when a ball touches a millimeter of grass, it's out, and
Amazing.
they have so many angles. For camera angles, for different things. If they can do that in football, it means and football is so much less crowded than rugby when it comes to the actual impact of the game. If you have that many angles to zoom in on a tackle to see if someone's really dived or not, they could easily card more for simulation.
Okay, but you can't do that in football.
Why not? Why can't you?
Luton Town, you think they're gonna install all the cameras to have that
No,
type
you're
of
right. But what they could
consistent
stop,
levels?
yeah, no, you're right. What they could, well, they could because they do get
But
a grant
why should it just be the Premier League that has that? What about the Championship then?
because they have
What
enough
about
money to be able to.
what
They
about the
have enough
league
money
below
to
that?
be. They have
But
enough
then you're not
money
playing
to
the
be able
same
to.
game.
But yeah, the game isn't the same in the Championship and the Premier League. They're two different. They don't have VAR anyways in the Championship.
It's a different game. You want the same game, don't you? And rugby, there's not many like second tier rugby leagues that you watch.
No,
It's
you're
only
right. Yeah.
first tier. So that's why I'm saying you
Okay,
can't
but
do it on
even
the
in the
same level.
even in the Premier League, the Rugby Premier League, which doesn't make probably the Championship in football makes more money than that league because two clubs have already gone under just by watching that, but they still have the funds to be able to have video
I
assessment
understand that, but
and
it's also a smaller sport compared to football.
yeah, but it's implementing those things
I
slowly,
understand that, but
like
how long has it taken to implement all this?
5 years.
No, it hasn't.
5 years.
It's taken a lot
No,
more.
I'm saying it would
In
take five
football, it
years.
wouldn't. No, it wouldn't
Yeah.
in football. And rugby's taken much longer to get to a consistent level, you would say, right?
But they already have a layout of how they've done it in rugby, which is going
But
to
it's
be easier
different.
to
I wouldn't
transfer
say
it.
it's easy to follow now.
Which is why I've given it 5 years.
I would say it's more, and it
Well,
wouldn't work.
Okay.
that's our conversation for today.
Okay. Well, I don't
Really
know.
good point. Really good point you made there, Josh. By the way.
I don't know what to say. Talk about rugby. I've never watched a rugby game in my life.
Yeah.
Hey,
What?
never,
No.
Never.
never.
There was one
Right, what-
time. Do you remember Ben in Oxford? In Oxford,
Yeah.
it was
And
on,
then
and
we
I
left
just
at half
I
time.
tried watching it for 10 minutes, and I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, and then we left.
Yeah. I remember. That.
Oh wait, no, I watched Ben at the Rugby Sevens actually in Dubai. Guys, did you know Ben played rugby in Dubai? He played
Yeah.
the
So did Johan.
Johan as well. These are two UAE prodigies actually.
I just got a message. I just got a message from somebody on Instagram saying 1,000. I swear to God, this just came in right now. £1,500 to anyone who gets the answer to my riddle correct. I follow you all the time and copy your every move, but you can't catch me. What am I? Shadow?
Yeah.
So big. He's such a good.
This sounds like a bot though.
Just came in right now.
That's a bot,
It's
bro.
definitely a bot. It's definitely a bot. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
answering.
yeah. It must be a shadow. It must be a shadow. But okay.
Wait. Yeah,
No, it's
definitely.
not.
All right.
Just making sure. Sorry.
It's all good. Okay. I want everyone's 3 dream transfers before we end the episode. 3 dream. No, you know what? I'll say 3 transfers. Your dream, your most realistic, and someone who hasn't been mentioned as much that you would really like. So like an underdog signing.
Johan, you go first.
Josh, you go first.
Alright, a dream signing is Harry Kane. A realistic signing would be one of Diogo Costa or Raya in goal. And then an underdog signing, I would go for... Whose contract is up this summer? An underdog signing. I actually don't know.
Is it underdog signing as in like not many people know them?
Yeah, like no, like yeah, like something out of the ordinary. So like, I'm trying to think. You know what? A Tielemans or a Madison, I think, is an underdog signing.
All right.
That'd be nice.
So do you say dream signing first?
Dream signing, realistic, and then underdog.
Ooh, okay. Dream signing. I really would like to have Liao.
He just signed a new contract, but that's
You
fair.
said
Yeah,
dream,
no,
that's why I said
dream.
dream.
I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about his contract. Then realistic signing, Kim Min Jae.
Ooh.
Kim
Yeah.
Min Jae.
Yeah.
And then underdog signing, I would take. Does it have to be realistic in the sense that like they've just signed to somebody else, or can I just say like regardless of their current?
I'd say it has to be
situation?
kind of realistic. It can't be someone that's like you have no chance of getting.
Harvey Barnes.
That's a good one, I think.
No, because he's not going to go down to the championship. He's too
Mm.
good for a championship, you know.
Yeah, it
And-
makes sense for him to stay. Johan?
Johan?
Dream signing with 99 Roy Keane.
This guy.
Realistic signing,
Baby.
probably be Haaland. Not Haaland.
Really?
like-
Yeah.
Hoyland.
realistic.
Yeah, probably Hoyland.
Oh yeah.
Hoyland, I
Hoyland,
think, is good, yeah.
And then
Nah.
what? Underdog. Tielemans.
I was
Yeah.
gonna change mine. I was gonna say maybe Ruben Neves instead of Tielemans because I like Ruben Neves.
He's old. Isn't he?
Nah, because he thinks it's his celebration.
Oh, that yeah, bro.
I think your head is the
That's
celebration.
true,
That's it.
actually. I remember that. He's like,
not
"Oh, I did it first." Shut up, man. Who cares?
It's not Rashford either, but
Yeah, I know, but like, it's just like, why has he made it? What baby?
Big
Baby.
baby. Who is actually your dream signing?
99 Roy Keane.
No, present player only. Sorry.
Oh, president. Do they have to be the age they are now?
Yeah.
Yes. What? 2012 Ronaldo.
That would be 2011 Ronaldo or 14.
Well,
Uh,
yeah. 2016 Champions League Ronaldo.
Dream. I don't really know. Because
You
I
don't
don't
get
want Har-
Kane. Osimhen.
No, not Osman either. I don't think Osman's ready yet.
What about goalkeeper, bro? What about like
I am trying to think of a good goalkeeper we can sign, but that's dream.
Kappa.
Allison?
Allison, yeah, fuck it. I'll have Allison.
I
Fair
love
enough.
Allison.
He's insane.
All right. Well, I think that's
Poor man.
everything.
Actual goalkeeper.
Ortega, bro, that guy's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Ortega on the
Very
ball is
well
actually
street.
insane. Did you see he had a 95% pass completion rate and De Gea had a 48, 45?
Yeah, but how
I
much
thought
has he
that's how
really? He's only played like.
No,
Oh,
just
what, in
just
that
yesterday.
game?
Just yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, De Gea kept booing out the pitch, didn't he?
Yeah, 'cause
And
that's all he
missing
can do.
people.
Yeah,
You can't play out the back.
I've had
You're not
enough.
going to change your keeper
How
at
do you
that
hoof
age.
it up and have too much and too less power?
Yeah, I know. He either kicks it to the goalkeeper or kicks it just in front of the centre backs.
Or out?
Our centre backs, I mean. All right. Well, bottom line: De Gea, get out. Sancho, get out. Kane, stay in England. Benzema,
Bruno.
what are you doing?
I
Guimaraes,
know.
ha.
Yeah, Grimaris, yeah.
And
Well,
come on, Inter. That's the final message. Please do something for me.
Come on,
Lukaku.
Lukaku.
With the Megan the Stallion juice. Come
Man
on.
United, Man United legend Lukaku.
Lukaku, Mkhitaryan, and Darmian. I love these guys. These are my favorite players. I never doubted them
Smashed up. It's
in
like
my
not
whole
even.
life.
It's
If
not
Mik-
even going to be close.
Mate, when we come back, right, Darmian's gonna have smashed a volley into that top corner, okay?
No,
And
Lukaku.
Lukaku will score the first goal. Darmian will score the winner.
Lukaku's going to be like after missing like 5 sitters.
That was so funny. But yeah, I think it's the last episode for a while. I'm going on holiday. If City lose the Champions League final though, I'll do an episode next week. If not, I'll see
Next
you
week?
guys. Yeah, if not, I'll be back in probably.
Touchliner episode in Dubai.
Oh yeah, you know what? We could do that. We could.
Maybe.
But my plans are to not do one for a couple of weeks. If not,
Let
Get
football
surprise.
rest.
exactly.
Let
If
the audience have a break from us. I know they love every single minute of our
exactly.
content.
I know. I'm going to
But they
Dubai
just
to
won't
see
work
Ben,
out.
so we'll going on a holiday. But
Yeah.
if anything cool happens, if Kane signs for someone, we'll be back. We'll be back on. But
Yeah.
thank you guys for coming on as usual. Ben and Johan, my G's. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Peace.